bar at the top, and just removing that just so I know you can hear me loud and clear. That's brilliant, thank you. Good. I mentioned in the chat box earlier we're going to use a few different online platforms tonight to help engage the students and test them. And when we use a platform called Socrative, and I'll give instructions as we go, if you could get your students to work in groups of 4 or 5, that would be beneficial, just so the platform works and runs smoothly, but I will explain as we go along. Yep, so tonight's workshop's all about revision, and there's lots of interactive quizzes and tasks for you to do, and hopefully you've got the student PowerPoint printed out in front of you. That will be slightly different to the one that I've got. Obviously my PowerPoint's going to go through the answers and things. You will receive that after the session as well, along with some official Edexcel, GCSE past paper and examiner reports and things like that. So you'll be fully equipped and prepared going into your exam. First of all then, like I mentioned, we are going to be using a platform called Socrative.com. And when we get to those tests, you just need to log on to this website and enter the room number when I give you the instruction to. Throughout the test as well, you'll see these QR codes, and this stands for Quick Response Code. If after the test students want to learn a little bit more about that particular topic or do a bit more of interactive research, if they scan that code using a QR reader, they will have the opportunity to watch a video, an online tutorial that will explain things in more detail for them as well, should they still be struggling on the tasks. Just to give you a quick recap again, I'm sure you're all aware of this and your teachers will make you aware of that. 40% of the exam is going to be contributing towards your grade. The tests are marked out of 80, so that equates to every 2 marks that you get will count towards 1% of your overall GCSE PE grade. Now it's absolutely important we maximise the amount of marks we can get in the test, and hopefully today's session is going to give you that opportunity. The first thing we're going to look at then today is health and fitness. It's really important you know the definition for health, and that is a state of complete mental, physical and social well-being. It's important that we are physically, mentally and socially well and happy, and we've got to understand the different ways in which sport and physical activity can provide us with those opportunities. So it's really important we know the definition of health and why sport makes us physically, mentally and socially happy. Fitness, on the other hand, is the ability to meet the demands of the environment. So it's key that you know those 2 terms. The ability to meet the demands of the environment is fitness. So the first little task that I'm going to get you to do, alright, is I want you to think about the physical, the mental and the social benefits that PE and sport bring. I'm going to give you I'll give you 90 seconds to list those sort of benefits on there, and when you perhaps the majority of your school have done, if you get your teacher or whoever's controlling the system to change that to a green tick. Off you go, 90 seconds. Those controlling the system, then when the majority of your pupils have put a couple of different benefits in each box and they've let you know, change your status to a green tick and we'll move on. And obviously the time that we spend on different tasks will vary throughout the session. Any questions and things, again, don't forget to pop in the chat box and I'll do my best to answer and respond to those. Give you another 40 seconds. So the physical, the mental and the social benefits. whilst also remaining, it is really important that we understand the definition of health and fitness going into our exam. Okay, the majority of us are on green ticks now. On the screen now, you'll be able to see the physical, mental and social benefits. It's important in the exam that you can explain these and come up with a few different examples. So physical benefits, we're looking at things like improved body shape, helps us to lose weight, cardiovascular improvements, increasing life expectancy. Mental benefits then, we've got things like relieving stress, boosting confidence, and social benefits, we know that it allows us to develop friendships and meet new people. So it's really important we understand and we can describe what these benefits are. There'll also be times where questions will ask us to explain what each one means. So you'd have to go into a little bit more detail. So rather than just saying a physical benefit would be improved body shape, you'd say by doing regular exercise, our body shape can improve as we would be burning more calories. That would help us to lose weight. Also, if we're doing things like weight training, we can improve our physique and our muscle size. Things like relieving stress, we can say that by going to the gym and boxing and things, it provides us with opportunities to relieve our stress through doing exercise. And developing friendships and meeting new people comes from joining teams and being in a team environment. If you went and joined a local football or netball team, you've got the opportunity there to develop friendships and meet new people. So that's how we can be physically, mentally and socially happy. So the first time now that I want you to log on to Socrative, okay, room 79136. I'm going to share my screen as well. So I can see exactly what you're up to, but I want you to log into 79136, and you should be able to see now when I log in. It should ask you for your room number, and I should be able to see how many of you are actually in there. Remember, you need to click on student login. And if you are working in groups of 4 or 5, that would be really beneficial for this activity. So I can see we've got quite a few already in the room. I'll give you a few more seconds to log on. So if you are working in groups of 4 or 5, if just one of you logs on, I'll give you another 30 seconds or so to log in before I start the little test that we're going to do next. On your screen, it'll ask you, prompt you for your answers and a name for you to input. If you if one of you can control the Socrative from the front and at Noah Hill, and you can work through the test as a group as well. So I'm going to start that test now for you guys. And should have coming onto your screen now health and fitness little quiz, and off you go. So I can already see a few people are entering. Thank you. Put your names down, have a go at a few of the questions, and I'm going to give us around 2 minutes, well, 90 seconds